Well, for those of you who watch these videos, you might have noticed I haven't been around for a little while, and that was a good thing. I spent about a week and a half traveling, and that was a lot of fun, and I certainly recommend it to everybody. You need it. You need a chance to recharge your batteries no matter what you do. Um, Generally, if you're in the financial business, you're required to take at least a minimum of one consecutive week out of the office. I know some banks require more. But part of that is the reason that arose is more for financial accuracy. It's very, if you're doing something nefarious on your own, it's very hard to sustain that if you're out of the office for an extended period of time. So that's why that's good practice in the finance industry. But just in general, it's good practice for your own sake to just walk away for a little bit and do something else, just to clear your head. And so, I came back in yesterday, and as someone who's kind of a markets junkie, I never really fully disconnected. I stayed in hotels that happened to get Bloomberg and CNN and CNBC in some cases. But first of all, I was in Asia, so the times were completely different. And you just don't have a great feel when you're just sort of doing something else and checking in every so often. So the thing that I would say is when you want to get back into the swing of things, know what you want to look for. Hopefully by now, if you're watching these kind of videos and following along on Traders Insight and other places, you've got certain indicators and certain go-to sources that you use. And I think the first thing to do is just check in on those. And so this way, if you have a list of things that you normally check in on, whether that's a watch list of stocks, I certainly think, obviously the main holdings that you have, you should be checking in on. You should have a certain list of major indices, currencies, commodities that you watch and that you check back in on. And in my case, it's the major U.S. indices, certainly, the S&P and the NASDAQ in this case. I probably should watch the Russell 2000 more than I do, but that wasn't one of the ones that I was keeping a close eye on. Gold, oil, in my case, are very important. Global indices, look at the DAX. I was in Asia, so I was looking at topics. I was looking at the Hang Seng and the CSI indices. So this is the way you sort of just stay in touch. And this way, when you come back, you can come back more easily. I also don't recommend diving right in the pool when you come back. Kind of why I took an extra day before I did anything having come back, because I didn't want to just say things that really made no sense, having missed several trading days. So my point of view is be able to disconnect now and again. It's good for your stress levels. It's good for your life. And it's important, I think, also for risk management. If you can't get yourself into a position where you can walk away from things for a couple of days, perhaps you're a bit excessive in your risk taking. So all these are good things. And again, have a list of go-tos that you sort of rely on to get your picture for the markets. And it's very easy to come back once you have your framework set up.